Cable stripper. A cable stripper is a specialized, precision hand tool used to safely remove the outer protective jacket from network cables. Its primary purpose is to expose the internal wires so they can be terminated into a connector or a patch panel, without causing any physical or electrical damage to the delicate data lines hidden inside. While the crimper is the tool that finalizes the connection, the cable stripper is the mandatory first step in any physical Layer 1 networking job. The mechanics of the tool. Unlike a standard pocket knife or a pair of scissors, a network cable stripper is designed for exact depth control. It typically features a spring-loaded jaw, a circular finger loop for rotation, and a microscopic, highly adjustable blade. To use it, you place the Category 6 or Category 5E cable into the jaw of the tool. The spring applies the exact amount of pressure needed to hold the wire perfectly still. You then insert your finger into the loop and spin the tool around the cable 1 or 2 full rotations. The blade is calibrated so that it does not cut all the way through the thick plastic jacket. Instead, it simply scores the outer layer. You then pull the tool off, bend the cable slightly at the score line, and the heavy jacket snaps off cleanly, revealing the tightly twisted pairs inside. The physics, why precision is mandatory. You might wonder why a technician cannot just use a sharp utility knife to carve the jacket off. The answer lies in the physics of high-speed data transmission. Inside a UTP, or unshielded twisted pair cable, there are 8 incredibly thin copper wires, each wrapped in its own color-coded insulation. If a knife blade goes even a fraction of a millimeter too deep and nicks the insulation of those inner wires, you expose the raw copper. This creates a severe risk of a short circuit or crosstalk, which is when the electrical signals bleed from one wire into another, corrupting the digital ones and zeros. Furthermore, if you nick the actual copper core itself, you create a weak point in the metal. The very first time someone bends that cable to plug it into a computer, that weakened copper wire will snap off inside the jacket, instantly killing the network connection. A properly calibrated cable stripper prevents this completely by ensuring the blade never touches anything except the outer sheath. Coaxial cable strippers, the multi-stage cut. While twisted pair Ethernet cables require a simple single-blade stripper, coaxial cables for broadband internet require a completely different, multi-stage tool. A coaxial stripper has 2, or sometimes 3, separate blades set at different, precise depths. When you clamp a coaxial stripper onto the wire and spin it, the tool performs a highly complex cut in a single motion. One blade cuts shallowly through the outer plastic jacket and the metallic braided shielding. Simultaneously, a second blade cuts much deeper, slicing perfectly through the white dielectric insulator to expose the solid copper core. When you pull the stripped jacket off, the cable is left with a precise, stepped staircase pattern. This exact spacing is absolutely mandatory. If the cuts are off by even a millimeter, the permanent DOCSIS cable connector will not slide on correctly, and the high-frequency radio waves will leak out into the room, destroying your signal strength. By mastering the precise, controlled cut of the cable stripper, you ensure that the physical foundation of your network remains absolutely flawless before the connectors are ever attached.